Hi guys, welcome back. I just wanted to come on here and show you my most recent projects I've done for Christmas. This is my first time crafting for Christmas. I've never crafted for Christmas before. I've done some traveler's notebooks some years. I've done kits on other years, and I always get caught up on orders, so I never actually done any actual projects. I've tested dyes, I've tested ideas, but I've never actually embellished and used the actual paper that I wanted to use. For example, this little gnome, I did test this SVG file last year, but I just tested out with another paper and then it was bigger. I made these smaller and I added the little pom-pom nose. This is an SVG file from the Silhouette store. It comes with a nose, but I just added a little pom-pom. I wanted to use the pom-pom on this. So I'm gonna continue with this one. This one is actually the finished one. I added a little holly leaf right there, and a holly what's it called? A nouveau drop on the holly leaf. And I used a combination of the new Prima sugar cookie collection, and I mentioned that I've been using a mix of papers. I'm gonna go ahead and show you everything that I've been using as far as papers or collections. So I did use the 6x6 sugar cookie for most of these projects. I have some papers from the sugar blush. I've been using the Mente Sweetest Christmas, and I feel like the cover shows a lot more mint here, and that's what I wanted to use, mint and pink. This one feels like only pink, and there's like this style, and this one has a lot of, it's like vintagey and a lot of cream pink. I love it, but I wanted more mint in the collection. That's why I added some of the other. And then I'm also using Santa Baby, so some of the pages in here I've been using. So I'm using these 4 collections. So this one I believe is from Sugar Cookies, this paper. So I still have to add the holly leaf to the rest. For this one, I did a pink Santa. This is a Spellbinders die that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. I think it was clearance, or I might have gotten it with the coupon, I'm not sure. But this is the first time I cut it out. I knew I wanted to do like a pink Santa, so I just did glitter paper, glitter cardstock, and pink and white for everything else on here. And the face, I just did regular cardstock. I didn't want to do everything glitter. And it does not cut out the eyebrows. I saw Anna, who's Anna's Creations, too, on Instagram. She did the eyebrows with the Jelly Roll pen, but I really did not want to mess that up. So I just left them without eyebrows. And I tried to put the hat more down just to make it seem his eyebrows were being covered. I tried looking at examples from the company, from the die, and some people, in some projects you can see embossed eyebrows, and some other ones it looks cut out, like they cut it out, like it was cut out, but the die it's not cut out the eyebrows. And then some of them they didn't have anything, so I just left it blank. This little piece right here, I fussy cut. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the lip or the tongue. I cut out from the white that piece, but I did see a picture on Google that had the pink, that part, so I tried it out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the same for the other ones. I didn't really want to cut that out by hand. I don't think it's straight, or I didn't really like to cut that out, so I might not do that for the rest. And I did not do any pom-pom for this one. I just went ahead and did glitter cardstock for the white, and I added a little flower right here. from the, I think it's from Hobby Lobby. Then for this embellishment, I used an AliExpress die. It's an envelope, and the letter, it's not an actual envelope, like it doesn't fold or anything, it's just a cutout, and it has an opening, and this little, it looks like a letter with embossing. I mean, the paper, I did it with, it might just seem like cream, but it's actually shimmer cardstock, and it's from Michaels. I added a little dangle right here, and I did a little wire wrapped bead. And I added this flower here. I feel like when I do the rest, I might not do the red flower. I feel I did want to use red, which is the reason why I didn't really want to use only the sugar cookie collection, because it didn't have any red. I wanted to add red to my projects, just just a little red, mostly pink and mint. But I feel like the red flower is too red, like too much red for the embellishment, for the look of the rest of the embellishments together. So for the next one, I did buy I bought some flowers from Hobby Lobby that kind of look like the poinsettia. So I'll use these ones and the other ones. And this word sticker or word cutout is from my packs of that I've been selling. I finally got some ink, so this one didn't print right. This one printed only pinks and blues because I ran out of ink, and I do have some orders pending. So hopefully this week I'll print some more out. But that's what I use. I have a Dear Santa on there, so I just used that. I used glitter cardstock for the back, and I cut it out several times to make the embellishments thicker. I did that for all of them. So I only did one for this one. This one I did more because I used my silhouette, so I cut them out at the same time because I said I'm not going back to this project. But for the rest, I used my machine. This one I used, this one I showed yesterday, and I keep forgetting to show you guys the dies. So I'll go ahead and continue with this one. I showed this one yesterday. I bought this at Tuesday morning. It is a Darice die cut and embossing stencil. It says, so I used this die for the house. So I can't find the die right now, but I'll show you the die cuts. I went ahead and cut some more because I do plan on making more. I kept getting new ideas, so I kept moving on to the next project. So like I said, I showed this one yesterday. I go ahead and go over it again. I did the lights using a flower punch that I just cut out all the little petals. I did some gold thread, and what's this called? It's the snowflake thing from the dollar stores that you can get at any time. This is the pipe cleaner, and I added glossy paste, this one right here, to the whole, well, everywhere around the house. I did the wreath, I did the shutters, and the corners here. And this one is the gingerbread one, and I used these candy canes from the Hobby Lobby, the miniature Christmas tree aisle. Some diamond dots. This is the sprinklets right here, and then this is a die from I think it's from AliExpress. I think I got it in a D-stash. I bought some dies on D-stash because I didn't have a lot of Christmas. I'm gonna see if I can find it because it's not here where I thought it was. Oh, it's right here. So this is one of the dies. I used this one right here, and it came, I think, with this set, and this came with more things. I think it's the cookie ones. I'm using this Dollar Tree, what's it called? The photo thing. I just added some magnet sheets, and this is where I keep my holiday dies. I have one for Halloween, and I also have one for my most used dies, like bows and rosettes and dies I can use all year. I just keep it with me. If I need something specific that I don't use often, then I will go to my die area. I have baskets, and they're all, with the plastic sleeve and magnets. But anyways, I think it came with this set. I don't remember. I got it in a D-stash. So it came with this little gingerbread, and it's so cute because I did have some gingerbread dies, but I didn't have one this small, so I'm happy I got that. It's so tiny. It's so cute. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the one for so this is the die that I got from AliExpress, and I got this like maybe a year or two ago. So it's just an envelope. You just look for envelope die. Okay, moving on. I created these little stockings, and for this I used a punch, and I'll show you. It's a Stampin' Up punch. I don't know, I think it's retired. I got it on eBay. Had been on my wish list forever, so I finally picked it up on eBay. I cut it out a few times because I do like to layer to make it thicker. I did glitter cardstock for the ends, and then these little, the present and the candy cane are also from different sets. The candy cane, I don't even know. I think it came in this. The gingerbread might have been from this one too. I don't remember. I don't keep my dies in sets. These are not even organized yet because I just put them all in here and they're not organized. I'm going to organize them. I like to separate them by, like, if I'm looking for a gingerbread, I'm going to have one sheet with only gingerbread. I don't care if I mix collections or if I mix brands. I don't care about that. I just care about finding what I need in the moment. So, but this was a die set that was sent to me by Gina, who's Scrapinology, and I think it was from Tuesday Morning, and I think this is where this little candy cane came from. This little one. I think the gingerbread came here. I don't remember, but the little present is from here, and I think it came with the ugly sweater. So it looks like this, but it's smaller, and it's not here. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I was using it, so I think it's somewhere on my table because I was using it. But it looks like this, but smaller. And I did use this for something else. I wanna go ahead and keep this out. So that's where I love these little tiny dies. So that's the die. I just cut out glitter paper and I did a backing of the colored cardstock. This does not come with the other pieces cut out, so I used just my Nuvo to do the little lines for the candy cane. It looks messy, but I think it's the glitter. It's a little messy. I wanted to do some stitching, but I forgot, so I may do it with these. I don't know, because then it'll look different. And I didn't stitch the other ones except one, and I'll show you when I get there. This one right here. Is another die from AliExpress, and this one I got years ago. Actually, it might have been even from eBay. Before I used AliExpress, I was buying the dies from China on eBay, and I'm pretty sure that's where I got this one. This one maybe 4 or 5 years ago, when the dies were still like $1 and not $3, $4. And for a long time, I didn't use it because when I cut it out of silver foil one time. And I didn't know about paper piecing. So I was just like, this is just plain and weird, and I didn't like it. So now, we cut it out several times. We have to cut things out. I don't love that. I wish we had a die for each little piece, but for some of them, you just have to get creative and do the extra work. So that's what I did. I used the shimmer cardstock for this part. You could use gold foil, but I used gold for this, so I wanted to keep it, with the colors of the collection. And it is shimmery, so it's not just like plain beige. And I cut this out of glitter. And then for this presents, the whole thing as a whole was inspired by Tony, Craft Purge. She did a Memory Decks card, I think, last year. And it was bigger and it was dimensional, and the presents were a die and they were dimensional. And I think she had a tree on there, and that inspired me. But I didn't use the die for the presents. The presents, I just cut them with my trimmer. They're just rectangles. So I just cut them out. I cut the glitter strips. So, I put them, it looks like it's wrapped. And I cut only this top part for this present right here. And for the little one that I'm talking about, I did the same thing. I just cut the top part for that one. And for this one, I used bow punch for that one. So I made my own presents. And then I added a little jingle bell and a tiny red wire wrapped bead. And that's my sleigh. I might put another one to cover this up, but it's going to make it really bulky, so I'm not sure. My next embellishment is this deer. I showed this one yesterday as well in my flower punch video. It's this Hobby Lobby deer punch. It's 3.5. Cut it out several times. The pattern, just a thick white, and then the glitter to cover it. I used gold thread around, and then I used the flower punch again to make the little lights. And it looks like just lights around the antlers of the deer. And the glitter cardstock, I just did it offset so you could see the glitter. Then for these last two embellishments, I did this little Rudolph reindeer using a die, also from Hobby Lobby clearance. Sorry, that's with my son. Hobby Lobby clearance. This one is it. Okay, that's Ivan. Okay, it comes with the nose, but I have it on the other page. I didn't love it when I cut it out. When I cut it out, so it has these pieces. So I cut it out. I wasn't sure what colors to use. So I cut it out with the glitter. I thought it looked weird to me. And then I had to fussy cut the feet with the hooves. And even then it looked kind of weird. It looked like it was missing something in the center. I don't know. I didn't like it. I went ahead and cut this out of not glitter paper. And I did cut the antlers on a different glitter paper, and then I fussy cut the ears. So that looked pretty cute, but it still looked plain, and I didn't want to, I put a bow, and it looked weird to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like the bow. I tried a flower. I didn't like it. So I came up with this, the lights around. I was going to do it just this top, but because I said I didn't like the way this looked here, I did the whole thing. And it just kind of looked like Rudolph got into the lights and made a mess, and then, just fell on the floor, and it's looking all cute and guilty. I don't know, Like, it wasn't me. I don't know. It looks kind of cute to me. This time I used beads for the lights instead of the punch. I wanted to test my beads from Hobby Lobby the other day. I used this Martha Stewart thread, which is thicker. This is thicker even than the We Are Memory Keepers thread. And I wasn't sure it was going to go through, but they did go in. I bought these at Hobby Lobby the other day on sale, half off. They're $2.99. And I had the red ones in my stash that I almost destashed. Got these at Tuesday morning years ago. And I remembered that I had picked up a few of these. And one of them was this one. I'm not sure what color this is. It looks like it's clear with just red inside. Yeah. So it's not a bright red. And I do have green because I picked up like 4 that year. But these are too small. These are tiny. So these will be good for shakers. And I'm glad I didn't destash these. So I used that. And the gold ones is from a pack. I think it's also from Hobby Lobby. It comes with a pack with 2 or 3 different sizes in gold. And that is my embellishment. I thought it would be cute on a card. I saw some phrases on Google that said something like, the Christmas tree won't be the only thing lit this year, or something like that. And I thought it would be really cute to put this on a card, because it's a big embellishment. So for my final embellishment, I'm really proud of this one. I'm really in love with it. It's like really simple, but I'm really in love with it. So for this embellishment, I used dies, but I didn't use any die set. These are all dies from my stash, and I'll show you. I used an oval die, just from an oval spellbinder. These are all spellbinders. Sorry. I used a circle die, just from a different. This is not like a layering circle. I had to pick a circle out of a different die set. And then I used a straw from a different. I have it right here. So this one is this circle. It was just a perfect size. And then the straw is from this Hola Margarita. Right there. And then the oval is just the oval. And then I don't have the packaging for this one, but I think a lot of people have this one. This one was Hobby Lobby for a long time when I started crafting. And it's just a coffee cup. I have several coffee cups, but this one was the only one that would work for this project. So I came up with this embellishment right here. And it's milk and cookies on a platter. I stitched in gold around to make it look more like a plate. I did the cookies out of this die. I used a scallop circle punch to make it look like it was eaten right there. I used this to do the cup. I cut it out of vellum, and then I cut it out of white glitter paper. I cut out just the piece that would look like milk, and then I also cut the cup like in the center of the lid straight to make it look like a cup. And then I used the straw just to give it more like, I don't know, just to give it extra look. And then for this is another one of the phrases in my phrase packs. And I used this holly punch from Martha Stewart. I got on eBay last year in glitter. And then those little red balls from Dollar Tree. And I just liked the way it looked. I made it look, I didn't glue it all the way down. I kind of gave it a little bit of shape. And then I only glued over here. And I'm going to be making more, but I will be making different types of cookies. I did like chocolate chip, and I have a lighter brown that will make it look like a sugar cookie. So those are my embellishments right now. I do have more that I'm planning and working on. I have several that have started and I just moved on to something else. So I decided to go ahead and show you these. That way I can get the other ones out. Also, I'll give you a sneak peek of one that I started and didn't finish. This is just my rough draft. I still don't know what I want to do with it. I know I want to do like a layer over here that says letters to Santa. You know, something. I still don't know how I'm going to finish it off. I also thought of this would look cute too, but it's kind of big. So I'm playing around with different things. So I hope you liked my super long video on my project share, and I hope you got some ideas to do. So if you're doing whether pastel or traditional Christmas, you can just switch up the colors around. But I feel like there's not enough pastel or pink Christmas embellishments out there, and I just really wanted to go ahead and get started on that because I was so inspired. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.